Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank the Minister of Culture and Arts for this opportunity through the International Forum Cultural Heritage in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. I think it's very important to talk about this topic, how we can leverage artificial intelligence in our cultural heritage in Algeria. And my presentation is going to be really including what we call GANs, which is the Generative Adversal Network for the restoration of the Roman mosaics in Algeria. Actually, this was a teamwork with Professor Hamza Mohamed Sharif and also the student of Valencia, Hissam Din Bukhalfa. And I'm happy that we could publish two articles in big conferences, either in artificial intelligence field and also in mosaic and archaeology, which is very, very helpful for Algeria, especially in this field. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Mourad Bouache. I'm working at Meta as a generative AI engineering manager. And also, I'm a lecturer or teaching at the University of Stanford. And I'm really excited today to share our work on preserving our past with AI. This is the title that I wanted to give for my presentation today. And I'm focusing on the restoration of the Roman mosaics in Algeria using generative adversarial networks, which is part of generative AI. I would give some, I would say, introduction or definition of artificial intelligence, which is transforming actually many fields, especially the cultural heritage is no exception. Artificial intelligence involves creating computer system that can perform tasks requiring human intelligence, like learning and problem solving. Data is the key here, which we call the data is oil, and artificial intelligence is going to be the new electricity. We have machine learning, which is a subset of artificial intelligence, which we usually trains algorithm to learn from the data. This is why we said the data is key here. And the deep learning, which is the maybe a subset of machine learning. The difference is using a complex neural networks to tasks or for tasks like image recognition, natural language processing for our mosaic restoration in this case. So now to help a little bit visualization or visualizing how generative adversarial networks works or GANs, we are going to use the analogy that everyone is going to understand it, especially in the domain or field of archaeology. So I'm going to talk to archaeologists. So you just imagine a team of two experts working on reconstructing a fragmented artifact. You have in one side the generator, which is kind of a skilled forger. Okay, this is kind of a highly skilled artisan, perhaps a forger specializing in ancient art. The generator's task is to create kind of a reconstruction of a missing part of the mosaic. It starts with a damaged fragment and tries to fill in the blanks, creating kind of a complete image. It's exactly what we're trying to do with mosaics in this case. On the other side, the discriminator, like an expert in archaeology or archaeologist, this is going to be kind of a seasoned archaeologist, an expert in the style, period, and the material of mosaic. In this case, I would say Professor Mohammed Sharif Hamza was the case, who was very helpful in doing this job to examine the reconstructed image and also determine whether it's authentic or a forgery. He was very, very critical when it comes to accuracy, which makes sense, comparing to known example, especially the mosaic of the Western Thermes ou bien les termes de l'Ouest à Cherchell. Donc, so these two experts are going to work together in competition at the same time. So they try to create kind of a convincing reconstruction to fool the archaeologist. At the same time, the archaeologist becomes more and more discerning, which means that it's going to have this ability to spot even subtle flaws. And then we are going to do the iterative process, which means that which is going to be the adversarial game. So both the forger and the archaeologist are going to improve their skills, leading to a final reconstruction that is going to be accurate and faithful to the original one, which means the one that was created at the Roman period of time. Pour expliquer un petit peu en français, je sais que l'audience sera beaucoup plus une audience française ou bien qui comprend la langue française. Pour aider à visualiser le fonctionnement des réseaux, ce qu'on appelle des réseaux antagonistes, génératifs ou bien GAN, on va utiliser une analogie un peu pour les archéologues qui va être compréhensible. On va imaginer un groupe ou bien une équipe d'experts, deux experts qui travaillent à la reconstitution des artefacts fragmentés. On a d'un côté le générateur, qui est un faussaire talentueux, qui est comme un artisan hautement qualifié, qui est spécialisé dans l'art ancien. Donc la tâche du générateur est de créer une reconstitution plausible des parties manquantes de la mosaïque. Il commence avec les fragments endommagés et tente de combler les lacunes en créant une image complète. D'un autre côté, on a le discriminateur, donc discriminator. C'est comme un archéologue expert. J'ai donné l'exemple de professeur Mohamed Sharif Hamza, qui est un archéologue expert dans le style, la période et aussi les matériaux de la mosaïque. Le rôle de notre discriminateur, c'est d'examiner l'image reconstruite et il va déterminer si elle est authentique ou bien il y a des lacunes. Il va examiner les détails et les compare aux exemples connus et il va identifier tout ce qui est incohérence. Ces deux experts sont en compétition toujours, en compétition constante. On a d'un côté le faussaire qui est le générateur, il va tenter de créer des reconstitutions de plus en plus convaincantes pour tromper l'archéologue, et on a le discriminateur qui est l'archéologue, qui devient de plus en plus perfectionniste. Et sa capacité de repérer même les défauts subtils, c'est grâce à ce processus itératif que ce jeu antagoniste va donner et améliorer les compétences des deux et qui va conduire à une reconstitution finale qui va être remarquable, précise et fidèle vraiment à l'origine. Donc, notre projet, donc our project, was actually using guns to do the restoration of our mosaic. Okay, so the idea was not only about les termes de الحمامات الغربية في بلدية شرشال, but also thinking about different other sites, like for example in مدغاسن الضريح الملكي النوميدي وكذلك الضريح الملكي الموريتاني الموجود في سيدي راشد بالقرب من مدينة تيبازا. So the idea is to think about how we can work on these different sites, but our use case today is actually working on Cherchell and its mosaic. Specifically, is going to be the work that we are going to do on the Western thermal baths in Cherchell. And I think Mohammed can explain more on the history behind and why we are trying to do this. Now, of course, before we had, 2 years ago, was the idea with Mohammed how we can develop a tool that is going to do the restoration. Of course, at that time, we didn't have generative AI. We have only artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So we used machine learning. At the beginning of GANs, also, we used some techniques, especially drawing to real and drawing in painting. and this paper was accepted in different conferences. Uh, of course, you can take a look. One of the conferences is going to be a publication, which is going to be second article with the extension from the first article. Is going to be in 2000. It's going to be in Athens 2025 in October, inshallah, where we are going to expose our work of the mosaic of Shishal. In March 20th, 2023, in San Francisco, our work was classified as the best paper presented at GTC, which is the GPU Technical Conference in San Francisco, which is an NVIDIA conference with a big reputation. And we are really proud that we presented something about Shishal and also the mosaics in Algeria. What's different in this case, and Hussam Din is going to explain more about the methodology and the new technique that we are using in this mosaic restoration, right? This work is going to be a little bit different when it comes to the way how we are doing things, right? So we are going to use GANs to restore the Roman mosaics, and this technology is going to help us in two main ways. We are going to do the filling in missing section and creating a realistic imagery that is going to match the mosaic's original details. As I said, our focus is going to be on the Roman mosaics in Shirshal, particularly those in the Western thermal baths, which have actually suffered damage over time, either natural or through the maybe earthquakes, zilazil. So we have developed methods to translate sketches into mosaic image and to fill in gaps in existing mosaic. This AI-driven restoration has profound impact. It's actually allowing us to restore the visual beauty of these artworks, and at the same time is going to help us enhance our understanding of their historical significance, providing resources for research and education, and also promote cultural tourism. Donc, notre projet, nous avons concentré sur les mosaïques romaines de Churchill, les termes de l'Ouest, qui ont subi des dommages au fil de temps. Nous avons développé des méthodes pour traduire des croquis en images du mosaïque et pour combler les lacunes dans la mosaïque existante. Cette restauration basée sur l'intelligence artificielle et la technique de Gans va avoir un impact profond. Elle va nous permettre de restaurer la beauté visuelle de ces œuvres d'art, soit à Cherchel ou partout en Algérie, et aussi améliorer notre compréhension de leur signification historique, pour fournir des ressources pour la recherche, l'éducation et aussi pour promouvoir le tourisme culturel. Donc, on a deux méthodes qu'on a utilisées dans cette section. Donc, la première méthode, qu'on l'appelle the Mosaic Restoration Team, c'est à peu près l'analogie qu'on a utilisée pour simplifier un petit peu le cas. Donc, so the guns are going to be like a team where the artist, which is the generator, and also the critic, which is the discriminator, are going to work together. The artist gets better at reacting or recreating the missing parts, and the critic gets better at judging the authenticity of the reconstruction. The self-attention helps the artist keep the overall picture in mind, and the art expert is going to guide them to create the beauty and the realistic result. So here we used, which we call the self-attention. It's very similar to the transformer and then the concept of attention. So we take the step one, initial extension of the, so we are going to identify for sure the damaged area. We go with extension of the Minder patterns, and then the step two is going to be the reconstruction of the shapes that we have, not only the shapes, but also the borders and also the patterns. Then we are going to generate this tool, the final restored image. In our second method, which is going to be the analogy, is going to be the expert mosaic reconstruction team. So it's like more sophisticated restoration than the first one, uh, with different all or specialized roles. So the mosaic analyst is going to provide detailed guidance, the head artist with a global vision, which is going to ensure, or who is going to ensure the consistency, and the panel of experts and the style advisor is going to ensure this accuracy. There's a collaboration between both to get some informed approach for more accuracy and the complete reconstruction. So this is the before situation, the actual mosaic that we have in Shashal. And this is after generating the using the tool, the first method. The second method is more sophisticated, where we can see even the full floor, looking at all the details of the patterns, shapes, and also the borders. Next step is going to be even the walls that are going to be fitting within the same room, which means the bath, يعني الحمامات, we are going to construct the whole walls to get really the origin at the time of the Romans or the Roman Empire. This is the publication that we are preparing, inshallah, for the next conference. And it's going to be the first author is going to be Hussam Din, and we are really proud of this, and also pushing him for maybe his first publication in inshallah big conference talking about artificial intelligence and also restoration when it comes to mosaics. And we are proud that we are going to present this work in a big conference, inshallah. So the impact is preserving Algerian heritage, which is going to be the context of this conference or forum. And we are happy that this work is presented by three people, so Hussam Din and also Professor Mohamed Sharif Hamza, to explain more details in the archaeology field, and also maybe you need more details about the way how we are doing it technically using guns or artificial intelligence in general. The future direction and future work, inshallah, is going to be working more in the accuracy, to be honest. We are trying, we will expand the data set, including the mosaic from other regions and time periods, which is going to give us a pattern of different mosaics depending of the sites, which is going to be very helpful reasoning and understanding the patterns, and then comparing even with mosaics that maybe exist in Italy, inshallah. We would like to develop more sophisticated GAN architectures for even greater accuracy and realism, and develop AI agent for mosaic restoration, which is going to be unique in this area, to orchestrate the restoration process and ensure a greater accuracy and contextual awareness. Integrating maybe other AI technique, such as the 3D reconstruction and virtual reality, to create experience of the ancient mosaic art. We believe that collaboration is the key, especially with the Ministry of Art and Culture and Art. And we would like to thank that we have this collaboration through Professor Mohamed Sharif Hamza. And then also it's an opportunity to talk about my two books, ذكاء اصطناعي كهرباء المستقبل, الذكاء الاصطناعي التوليدي ثورة البيانات, for people who want to know more about guns, who want to know more about artificial intelligence in general. Thank you very much. If this video is going to be actually presented during the forum, means that maybe through the time difference or zone, I couldn't do it. Especially that I'm in California, in Silicon Valley, which is maybe the day is night and the night day. I could do it if at least I can do it late in the night, but if it's at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it's going to be difficult for me. So thank you very much. And I would like to thank you for your time and also for this opportunity to talk about artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence is going to help the Algerian heritage. And inshallah, everything is going to be for Algeria. Thank you. Salam alaikum.